Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, it's a pretty exciting day. We're getting to work on the F250. You guys, we've been reading your comments down below, and you guys are right. Definitely section the frame in. There's only a couple of you guys saying replace the whole frame, which I don't think we need to do. I mean, maybe once we check the alignment on it and we did all this frame, it needs to, but it doesn't look that bad, and it can definitely be sectioned in. I mean, this is a Ford, you guys. It's not an F250. It's not a heavy duty. It is a heavy duty, but the hitch hooks up. You know, there's a right way of doing it, which we're gonna do the right OEM way of doing it, and it's gonna be good. You know, after we're done, it's gonna be perfect. But pretty much, Michael is on the road, and he is getting the bed. He's driving like 6 hours to get a bed, and it's a pretty good deal. You know, we had some beds around here, but they're pricey. So we're trying to, make sure this truck doesn't cost us an arm and a leg, and that it's still gonna be a good deal after all this work. But I went ahead and went to our local junkyard, and I got a rear frame section with the trailer hitch. We have a rear bumper with the sensors, so we have enough to start doing the framework. Also, I went ahead and picked up the rear axle. So we got the axle, we have the leaf springs, we have the back glass. What else do we have? Drive shaft they had in stock. They had a bunch of parts which were kind of expensive. Hopefully at the end of this video we'll tell you how much those parts were, and it's adding up quick. So we got to save where we can, but we have enough to start doing the framework. So let's go ahead and get this thing on blocks, set up on the frame machine, and then we'll take the rear axle off, which is going to be fun because it's heavy. But we have a lot of work. Let's go ahead and strap everything down, block everything up, and start pulling the frame.
All right, there we go. 13 hours later, I'm back at the shop with our nice bed. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes get parts, We don't wanna pay crazy price. I don't even know how much this thing costs in the dealer. I mean, that's fine. $2,000, we got taillights, a whole complete brand new bed. They basically take it off for service trucks. Had like 3 of them, just kind of far away. But no big deal. We're good to go, and now we'll be able to tell if the frame's good, so hopefully everything's going at that. And I'm back with the bed. More parts. Oh yeah, let's unload it and keep moving.
All right, so there we have it. We got the rear end disconnected. It was pretty easy because a lot of stuff was broken. And we're gonna definitely need all of these new hoses and wiring, and the new diff looks like it has all that stuff, which is really good. But this thing took a hit. As you can see, it's like bananaed right there. That ain't straight. And this frame rail. So we got this truck on the blocks. I figured the blocks would be a little bit easier than the other brackets we actually have for a truck frame, but this is looking pretty good. So we got to figure out how we're going to get this diff off the frame machine, because this thing is really heavy. So I think we're gonna get maybe the cherry picker, use the cherry picker to pick it up, move it around, or maybe 10 of us can pick it up, who knows. But we still got to get the new one in here, but we don't need that right now. So let's go get the cherry picker, pick it up with the engine hoist, you know, and get this thing off the frame machine, out of our way, and then we'll get the leaf springs off and figure out this framework. All right, so we got one side leaf spring off, this side we got off, and then we'll come over here, and this bolt cannot come out unless you take out the gas tank, so, or diesel tank. And that just made us way more work than we needed to, but I guess we'll worry about that later. Maybe Michael comes and can help me out. But next thing we'll do is actually probably change it up a little bit more. We are still gonna start checking out the frame and measuring it off, and see if it's diagonally good, up and down good, things like that. So we got a lot of double checking to do and measuring, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so there we have it. We got that frame rail on the passenger side looking really good. And then we got a cylinder that's gonna brace it so it's not gonna flex. And now we're gonna mess with this side. So we're gonna see if this corner can just go by itself. If not, we're gonna have to put something right here to support it and for it to twist down. But I gotta say, this frame is actually pretty soft. It's pulling, it's bending, no problem. It's flexing a lot, but once you brace it, once everything gets hooked up to it, it's probably gonna be a lot stronger. Let's go ahead and keep working. As you guys can see, that one is straight and that one's still crooked. So let's keep pulling. All right, so just like that, I think the rear frame section is square because we pretty much did a diagonal from that corner all the way to this corner, and then from that corner to this corner. And there was a difference, but with our trim gauge, now it seems like it's square. Everything is lining up really nice. We got our height of the frame all the way across looking good, except here, but that's where the damage is. It's kind of hard to pull, but all of that's looking good. So next thing I want to do is start detrimming all these wire harness. And what I was thinking is cutting it right here, because we're going to splice this in here, but we're actually going to leave this pipe. So what I want to do is grind all this off so this pipe is going to be original, and then we just slide it on, butt weld it, and we'd be good to go. Maybe some more reinforcement right there, but I think we should be good. So let's get to it. just like that, we got this little frame corner piece cut out. So pretty much what I did was cut out a little square. We slid it out because the new one, we're gonna slide it back in. So I think it'll be as strong or even stronger than it was before. So we're gonna slide the new one in and weld it right here. And it's gonna back up to this cross member itself. So this is like it's gonna be really strong, you know, not instead of like spicing it right here in the middle or there more. I think this is gonna be as strong and as original. So once we put it back together, it's gonna be good to go. This cross member is good. Might have to adjust it just a little bit, but let's go ahead and on our parts one, we're gonna chop it into pieces. We'll probably cut it same thing right here, and then we'll cut it pipe up here, grind all that off, so we can get the new one in. And if the new one fits and all the dimensions are good, we can put the bed on. So a lot of progress today. It's getting late, but let's get it done. All right, and just like that, we got it tacked in. So pretty much what you got tacked in is holding on there. We're pretty much gonna get ready to put the bed on. Michael is back with the new bed. So what we're gonna do is install the bed, look at the gaps. If everything is looking good and the bed lines up and bolts in, that's great. So we'll finish up welding it, and then we'll see what time we have. But it's getting pretty late, and I'll catch you guys in the morning. All right, so there we have it. We got the bed installed. It's looking really good. All the bolts popped in, and it still has a little bit of wiggle room. So it can wiggle around. We can see that it's sitting almost flush all the way through, even back there. We still gotta, you know, it's tacked in, we still gotta fully weld it, but I'm definitely liking it for our first test fit. Our gap is pretty good on this side. And let's check out the other side. The muffler is lining up, that's good. Our little bars mount lining up. This gap is looking nice and even. So I'm definitely happy with it. I'm gonna go ahead and weld it up a little bit more, this frame rail. So it's gonna be there 100%, but it's level. So let's get that thing welded up, and then we'll take the bed off, fully weld it, grind it down, make it look clean.
All right, guys, Ivan is going to town, making it look good, restoring it back to OEM. And I actually have some work ahead of myself too. Check out all these wires, definitely got pinch, squish, cut, whatever you want to say. So all these can be a bad connection, but good thing I got the solder stick connectors here. These are the waterproof ones. Definitely nice to have. They have big boxes, little boxes, and I have some actually shrinkable ones too. So this is really simple. So if it's in a bundle or something, it doesn't get too bulky. They have lots of options, so basically I'm gonna get to that too. Fix all the wires. Once it's broken, doesn't mean it's bad forever. This is actually repairable with the right stuff, so you got a chance to check it out. But yeah, let's get it done.
All right, just like that, we got this frame piece welded in, and it's looking really good. It's almost looking like OEM. We just gotta grind it down, paint it, and nobody's gonna know except me and you guys. But leave us a comment down below. What do you guys think of the sectioning? I think it did a great job. It looks really good. I think it's gonna be structurally sound and tight. We might even have to toast something just to prove it to you guys. But we'll catch you guys next time.